Hey, what's up everybody, this is Digi or Steven, and today I'm bringing you guys a game battles match on Estate, and this is going to be a 4v4, and I'm using the UMP Silence with Marathon Lightweight. In this first round, I'm going to take a route around the boathouse, and I'm going to go right next to the car, and this doesn't always work. I used it this round because in the last match we played, they were sitting back at the spawn for a little bit, so I decided to push up and just wait for them to come. And this is a pretty good rush, I guess, if you think the team's gonna stay back. And as you see, what happens is I just sit here and wait, and I see a guy pop up here, and I get the knife. I pick up the ACR, just my UMP, pick the second teammate off, and pick up the third guy to get the 3-piece. See the fourth guy run out, I get some shots into him, pick up the scar right there, and then I chase him down, and I get the 4th kill. And that's how I rush in game battles. It's not always the smartest thing to do, but occasionally you can get stuff like this if you're rushing in game battles. And this team isn't the best team. They were, I believe, 6-2. They're not terrible, but I'm not really sure how I pulled that off. It was a pretty bad idea on their part by all rushing the same way. And I don't think anyone was watching flank either, so I could have flanked them as well. But aside from that, mostly today I'm going to talk about rushing in game battles and how it can really benefit your team, but it can also really hurt your team if you're not doing it well. So yes, rushing in game battles is smart and it's dumb at the same time. As you see, this time I rush and I get picked off by someone laying on the grass using cold-blooded, and I thought that was quite odd. And one thing you almost never want to do is take the bomb and rush, and I did that this round, and I do that a lot, and I don't mean to. I just take the bomb on accident because I'm the first one running because I've got the Marathon Lightweight, and I run with the bomb and I get killed, and it's usually going to make our team lose the round like this round. They just try to get the bomb and they couldn't, and they get killed, and we end up losing the round. But rushing can also help if you're just running flanks, or you're just running and stopping cutoffs that they can rush to, like counter rushing. If the other team's gonna rush, you might as well counter rush and not get rushed immediately. In this round, I push up to B-Dom, and I wait for someone to come in through this door, or someone to be running by me, and I end up picking up that guy, and I stun right behind it. But as I was saying before, I think I just saw a guy on that screen, but I didn't see him when I was playing, so I guess that's my fault. But anyway, this is a really good spot right here. You can jump on the wall if you just jump on the car, and you can just look at the side of the map to see if anyone's back there, and they can only see the top tips of your head. And I didn't really see that guy, but he ended up picking me off. But rushing is smart and stupid at the same time. You don't want to rush 2 rounds in a row. You don't want to rush the same way 2 rounds in a row, which as you see in a round coming up, I end up doing, and it does not work out because they know exactly where I came from. The only way it's okay to run the same route twice is if they had no idea where you were before and they don't know where you're coming from. Is the only way you can do it twice. Or yeah, because the second time they're going to be set up waiting for you. And you see right here, I switched to the Barrett thermal class. I'm here to watch I just started watching the flank for a little bit to see if anyone was going to flank. But their team was just set up on a 3 at B and a 1 at A setup, which is a pretty stupid setup in my mind. You should always have 2 at 2 bombs if you're playing 4v4. And if you're playing 3v3, I like 1 at 1 bomb, 1 in the middle of the map, watching the middle, and the other one at the other bomb. But also, another thing you can do is when you're rushing, do a team rush. Well, maybe you don't run alone. You can do it on offense. That's what most teams do it on, like 2 people on Marathon Lightweight and 1 person in Marathon Summon Power. And if it's a 4v4, then 3 people on Marathon Lightweight, or maybe just 2. It doesn't really matter. But you run as a team in one area to one of the map as fast as you can and just rush together. And it's actually pretty successful if you pick a good route where you can't all just get triple sprayed or something like embarrassing like this. Like you see that team did. They rushed as a team sort of, but they were a little bit late, and I ended up picking them all up. They didn't really expect me to be there, and in game battles you have to be in the unexpected places. There's a lot of OE spots in game battles, and if you're good enough with your gun and you're confident that you're going to kill them in your spot, then that's fine. If it's a head glitch, it's common, but I mean, even a head glitch, I mean, you get the advantage on them if they don't have any cover at all. And you see here, I push up to A, and I get the call that someone's in the estate, and I pick him off, and right away I just look from B, because I know there's another one at B, I know he's going to come to A, and end up picking him off. What you want to do if you get one kill at one of the bomb sites and you take out everyone in the bomb site, you're just going to watch the middle of the map from that bomb site to see if anyone's coming from the other bomb site. And I know it's pretty obvious, but some people just don't do it, and it's just how some teams lose. By just starting the plant and they let the other team come to your side of the map where you should have already had control and you should have already set up on it. And in game battles, you really don't want to get mad at your team or get raged, because if I know for me, and I know for a lot of other people, if you get mad and see, I take the same rush right here, and there's a guy right there, and I get in a bad gunfight with him, and I didn't think I could climb over this box here at the time, so he ends up just stunning me and nading me, and I die. But as I was talking about, you don't want to leave, you don't want to get mad in game battles. It makes you play a ton worse, and blaming your teammates is not always the right thing to do for all your deaths. I mean, and I blame my teammates all the time. If I die from my flank and it wasn't my fault, and then I'm pissed. I'm like, where were you guys? Like, what are you doing? And it happens. But you gotta make sure like your team has chemistry is good, and you know your player is watching, so you don't get flanked. So you can watch away, whereas he can't get flanked. And you just all watch different parts of the map. And if you die, you call out where they are and make sure everyone knows. It's just obvious. And as you can see, I party chat, and I recommend party chatting to everybody. It's not unfair, and you can see my friend Wasabi X707 a second ago just got extremely shit on, and I was laughing insanely hard because he tends to fail a lot, and I think it's extremely funny. And you see in this round we end up running A because we know they had a 3-in-1 setup last round, and we might catch them with that again, but this time they actually switched to a 2-2 setup. And I just wait for the person to come over, because usually when a teammate dies, they're just going to start rushing over. So I just wait for them to come, and we end up picking, I think one of us gets picked up, yeah. And so I get a few markers in me, and I believe he's behind the couch right now, but I just dropped down on accident, and I was trying to make a jump right there, but I ended up failing. And when you have a jump or a good jump in game battles, you don't want to take a million tries to do the jump, and this is an example of why you shouldn't right here. I take a while to take this. I do this jump. It's a jump into the estate, and I didn't really know how to do it, so I just kept on just jumping towards that. I know it's right there, and I end up getting the jump right there. And I see the guy in the bathroom, and they are hosts, so I just run up and knife him, because the knife is the only for sure kill you're going to get on their host. Like the knife cannot be worse on their host. Whereas my UMP against his ACR, he's probably gonna have the advantage on his host. So just a tip out there: if you're close to them, don't get in a close range gunfight. Just try to, if you can pull the knife and you're close enough to pull the knife, then just pull the knife. It's just the fastest way to kill them. It's the smartest way to kill them. Yeah, and as you see right here, I'm in a 1v1 situation, and I don't really know where this guy is, to be honest. And what ends up happening, I think, is we run like we just kept running around each other in just circles, and I run around. I think I'm running around because my teammate called out he's like behind the stairs, and I thought it was the stairs, but he meant the stairs right there that I'm looking at right now. And so I take a jump right here, which I probably shouldn't have done because I made noise when I was switching my gun. But always be careful when you're switching your gun or you're climbing over stuff, because you do make noise and people do hear you. And I hear him switching his gun. This is how I'm going to pick him up. I hear him upstairs, and I get to hit fire on him. And my final score was 10-3, so thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time.